I broke my thing, so I don't know if this is gonna work. How is this gonna work? Yeah, that works.
What does it say on the back of your post-it? How long they need it? Student, machine, older, or regional? Original?
Or equal.
Or equal.
So, what do you do?
What do I do right now? Right now I grade freshman homework.
How's it going?
It's going well. I'm almost done. I'm glad about that. I'm glad to not have to grade things for a long while.
What do you not do?
What do I not do? Sports.
Never?
No, I tried a couple times. Just really bad and uncoordinated. And you don't like that one? Do you want this one?
No, I like it.
Okay.
The thing I've always liked about it is the bitterness. You know what I mean?
I always tell people that it tastes like dirt, but in a good way.
Yeah, no, it definitely does. I really like, I like it like that. It's super good. What sport did you try?
Tennis. Well, when I was like little, like 4, 5, 6, I tried like all the sports. Like I was really into sports. Like I tried basketball, I tried softball. I don't know what other sports girls are allowed to play, but like soccer, like all those, I'd like tried, I went to like a week of camp for each and like hated all of them. And then I like took tennis lessons when I was in elementary school and like middle school. And
Are you left-handed when you strike the ball with a tennis racket?
Yeah, I'm super left-handed.
Can I see how you hold your pen?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, that's really great.
How do you hold your pen? But you're not left-handed, right?
No, I am left-handed.
You are? Are you?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I hold it like this, and so like this finger always gets really, really cramped up. It's terrible. Try it like that.
Like that? How do you do it? Like that?
Let me see. Like that? No. It goes. Yeah, I think it's like that.
Like that.
It's terrible.
Yeah, that feels terrible.
It feels terrible.
Yeah.
No, it's that finger. So,
Yeah.
like,
No, I
you
say
pull
this
out
is how
one
I
hand.
do it.
Oh, right, because
Yeah.
you're smart.
'Cause I'm-
That's not smart.
Do you like write like this? Just drag
okay.
across the page?
I think I drag across the
Yeah,
page.
I mostly do too.
What did you do last night?
Nothing really. Got home. Sam was watching TV.
What was he watching?
He was watching The Sopranos.
What episode?
The one is Tony's mom's funeral.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you like The Sopranos?
I do like The Sopranos. We watched it like a couple years ago, and then we just stopped watching it. And so he was like, "We still need to finish The Sopranos," and I'm like, "Okay, well, we can finish The Sopranos anytime." And he's like, "Well, I don't remember anything that happened," and so he's rewatching it, but I still pretty much remember.
Got it. So
Slash, I don't remember anything that we watched, so I don't really care if I remember because like every time we start a new season of something, I feel like I'm starting from nothing. So.
But you're really smart. Why do you think that is?
I just don't like think about things. Like I only think about the shows when I'm watching them. Usually, if that makes sense. So like
Sure.
I'm thinking about it when I'm watching it, and then like a year goes by or whatever, and I
just never
don't think
think about
about
it
it,
again.
and then we start watching it again, and then just sort of like all comes back to me.
Okay.
It's like
That makes
compartmentalized,
sense.
I guess.
So you haven't seen all of The Sopranos?
No, we've stopped
Or
in
you
the
just
middle of
don't
the
know?
4th season.
Got it.
Yeah, I could start watching from where we left off, and I would probably be more or less fine. But
Yeah.
he's rewatching it, and it's
Huh.
fine.
He really likes it.
Yeah, he likes it. I think he's enjoying rewatching it. I feel like he's getting more out of it. I like watched it in bits and pieces before too, because like my mom and Wes watched it, and then my dad watched it too. So
Yeah, I always really liked the pettiness on the show.
you did like it?
Yeah, I thought that was the best thing I took from it. You know what I mean? How like there would be like petty, like how much pettiness drove so many people with like
Yeah.
their decision making, or just like alliances, how quickly they'd shift based off of petty fucking things.
Yeah, just like oh, now you're dead. Sorry.
Well, but I think even like in the interpersonal relationships, like where people would be close and then someone would say something off-putting or whatever. Yeah, I always really liked how petty everyone was. I thought that was really cool. What was the first costume you ever designed?
Like for like a show or for like
For whatever.
myself or
What was the first one you designed for yourself?
I don't know. Like I was always like really into Halloween, And then
I guess that makes sense.
Yeah.
Most people that do costumes.
And then, like, when I was in high school, I would, like, dress up in costumes just, like, to go to school just because I felt like it. Just because I, like, had costumes. Like, let's see, there's a time that I dressed up as a Cuban revolutionary to, like, testify in my AP history, like, mock trial. Because we put, my teacher had us put the U.S. on trial for imperialism.
Uh-huh.
And I was a witness for the prosecution of a Cuban citizen, so I, like, dressed up as a Cuban revolutionary. And, like, most people, we weren't required to dress up at all. Most people, if they would have dressed up, they probably would have, like, just dressed up for class, but I went the whole day.
Did you have an accent when you did it?
No.
I'm really glad you didn't.
No,
I
can't do accents.
You didn't strike me as the type of person to do, like, an accent.
No, I don't do accents.
Did you have a mustache?
I may have drawn a mustache on.
Oh, but you were a dude. You weren't a lady revolutionary.
Yeah, because I think I had, like, a specific person, like, I don't know, I think it was supposed to be a specific person that I just, like, stretched to be a revolutionary. I don't really remember. I just remember, like, wearing camo and a Fidel Castro t-shirt and a beret and boots all day.
That's cool. What else would you dress up as?
Well, I had, like, my dirndl, so I wore my dirndl to school.
What's that?
It's the traditional German costume, you know? The, like,
No.
the, like, you know, the, like, blouse and the dress.
Oh, yeah.
The, like, folk costume. The apron and the bloomers.
Yeah, the thing.
Yeah. Like, when I worked at the German restaurant, but before I worked at the German restaurant, because
You had one before then?
Yeah, my host mother from when I went to Germany in high school gave it to me.
What's with you in Germany?
I majored in German.
No, I know. But what was it that about Germany that captured your imagination?
Oh, I mean, the French teachers sucked. You want them? The French teacher sucked at my high school, and there was, like, one Spanish teacher that I was afraid of, and my family, and by my family I mean my dad, and, like, his side of the family didn't want me to study German, so I studied German.
Why did they not want you to study German?
I don't know. Probably because they were German. They were like, study Italian like your cousin.
Your family? Wait, your dad's side is German?
His mom. But we
dear.
never talk about it. I don't know anything about her side of the family. They just pretend like they're 100% Italian.
I think they know plenty about it.
I know, right?
Family. That's cool. I didn't realize that.
Yeah.
Oh, so, like, there is, like, a familial connection with Germany.
Yeah, though no, me and my brother are the only people in my family that speak German, I think.
I didn't know your brother speaks German too.
I mean, not as well as I do.
Do you still speak German?
Occasionally. I mean, I don't really have any, like,
Can you say everything
to.
now on in German?
Wahrscheinlich könnte ich, aber du... du wirst es wahrscheinlich nicht verstanden.
I have no idea what you just said.
I said I probably could, but you probably wouldn't understand anything I said.
That makes sense.
I might, like, depending on how stuff goes next year, I might be assisting my advisor on an opera in Germany. Because they told her that she needed an assistant who spoke German.
The opera? So you'd be going to Germany for the opera?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Where would you be going?
I don't know. I think she said it's, like, Nordrhein-Westfalen, somewhere. So, like, West Germany, like, on kind of the, like, western side of Germany on the French border.
So what's the family name then in Germany?
Arzer.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the way can you spell it?
Artzer.
Artzer?
Zer. Yeah, it means
Arzer?
doctors.
Doctors?
Yeah, though I feel like everyone in my family is, like, way too poor to have ever been a doctor, but I don't know.
Did you know your dad's mom?
Oh yeah, she's like my only living grandparent.
She's still living?
Yeah.
Where does she hang out?
She lives in eastern Colorado.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
What's in the bag?
A gift for the professor whose office this is.
Did you buy the gift?
No, it's not from me. It's from one of my classmates. I know what's in it. It's maple syrup.
What type of maple syrup?
Authentic maple syrup, because it's from my Canadian classmate.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
Oh, this one?
No.
That's not Canadian.
No, that's my advisor's son.
Was that pot there yesterday?
This
thing?
kettle?
Yeah.
Yeah. It was always there.
I had no idea. That's cool.
I haven't used it. There's also this coffee cup that's really gross. I don't know how long that's been there.
Do you want me to wash this?
No, it's fine. I don't know how. I really don't. It could have been there for years.
So what costume was the first one that you designed for a show?
For a show? Well, the first show that I designed was The Clean House by Sarah Rule, which is a 5-person show.
When was that?
It was my junior year of college.
Because you did like lighting design before that.
Mm-hmm.
What was it about costuming that you liked?
It just like made a lot of sense. Like I like clothes and I like visuals and I like being able to like tell stories through character, and costume design is the most important. It's like the closest to a character of all the areas of design. So I don't know. It just kind of like made sense once I started doing it. It's like, why haven't I always been doing this?
That's really cool. What do you have dreams of stuff that you'd want to costume, or how does it work in your head?
I mean, there are like shows that I would love to do. Like if someone
what?
I'd love to do like Porgy and
Miss
Bess.
Saigon? No.
I've worked on Miss Saigon before.
What's your favorite song from Miss Saigon?
I don't know any of the songs from Miss Saigon. I only did 2 days on it.
Where was that at?
It was a Signature in Virginia. I was supposed to be the assistant, and then they like had a staff transition and they didn't hire me in time. I already had another job, so I just went in to like cover the designer one day and the manager the other day.
What's the deal with Porgy and Bess? Why do you like that one so much?
I love the music.
Is that Gershwin?
Yeah, it's Gershwin.
But it's an opera.
Yeah, it's a Gershwin opera, and yeah, it's just really beautiful music.
What happens at the end?
I don't remember. It's really hard to find a script of it.
What do you mean?
I was deciding between Camera Reel and Porgy and Bess for my thesis, and like it's really hard to find like a physical script of Porgy and Bess. I had to like just do the read the libretto in the CD liner notes basically.
It was hard to find a copy of the script.
Yeah, I don't know. I just had a hard time finding it.
Huh.
So I don't really remember what happens at the end. I know there's a storm.
Where does it take place?
South Carolina, I think. It's like takes place. It's like a tenement fishing community in the South.
What year?
I think it's like. I want to say it's like 1870s, but people said it in the 30s a lot. Like the most recent.
In the 1870s. That's cool.
I think so. Yeah, but like the most recent Broadway production was 30s. It was really beautiful.
You've never acted in anything?
Oh, yeah, I mean, like when I was a kid, I acted and stuff.
In what?
All sorts of children's plays.
Like what?
Like Into the Woods Junior and Fiddler on the Roof Junior.
Why do they call it Junior? Is it so they don't
because they're
have to pay
shortened.
rights?
No, they're shortened versions of it.
Got it.
So like Into the Woods Junior, it's kind of hilarious. They only do the first act because like.
Did you play in Fiddler on the Roof, like part of the pogrom or whatever?
I was the youngest sister of the 5 sisters because
that's cool.
It's well, not really, because it's Seidel, Huddle, Chava, Bielka, and Sprinza.
You were Sprinza?
I was Sprinza.
Did you play it like a Jew, or what was your approach to the character?
Oh, I also in the same production played the milliner, so like the old Jewish man.
Is there like a recording of this? Your mother must have a recording.
I don't know if there is or not. I got sick on the last performance, so I didn't even do the last performance, and that was like my exit from acting.
Why haven't you acted since?
I'm just not very good.
Not very good at what?
Acting.
Why not?
I just can't deliver the lines with like any sort of believability. I think.
Can you say "go fuck yourself"?
Go fuck yourself.
I believe that. So you'd never act again?
No, probably not. I like almost auditioned for a show in college because there was like one role that I really liked in this play. It was like the third nun in a House of Blue Leaves. But
that's a John Guare.
It is a John Guare.
Guare.
Yeah.
Guare. What is it? It's not Guare.
I think it's Guare.
You always say things right. Right, it's not Guare. What happens in that?
It's about this guy who is like a piano player and his life isn't going the way he wants it to, and he's got a wife, but she's crazy, and he's having an affair with his downstairs neighbor. And then he has this friend in California, and he thinks that everything will be fine if he can just go to California because, you know, his friend's going to give him a better life.
Uh-huh.
And he also has a son who is, like, he's in the army, but he's, like, deserted.
Uh-huh.
And so this all kind of, the whole show takes place, like, with it around, in the days surrounding the Pope's, like, 1965 visit to New York City.
No shit.
Yeah, and so the son is trying to blow up the Pope. The nuns are, like, staying with them because, like, why not? And then the friend from California ends up coming, and then he runs away with the woman that the piano player has been having an affair with.
Scandalous.
Yeah, and then the piano player kills his wife.
How does he kill her?
He strangles her.
Wow.
And then blue leaves fall from the ceiling.
Why do blue leaves fall?
It's like a recurring thematic motif that one of them has in a dream.
So what does it mean that all the blue leaves fall at the end?
I don't know specifically. I'd have to read.
But like, it doesn't make it like something that doesn't happen, right?
No. She's very much dead.
No. But like, but if like the thing is always falling in someone's dreams, and then on the stage, if it all falls,
it's kind of like the wife has been like insane the whole time, and then I think it's kind of like a little bit symbolic of the husband's like mental break, because then like the blue leaves fall, and then he goes and like sings his like final song, because he's been a fraud all along too. Like,
that sounds terrible.
like the song, like the song that he wrote, that he's like, this is my song. It turns out I think he plagiarized from like White Christmas.
Oh my God, this is beautiful. I had a copy of it and I never read it. John Gore's a white dude, right?
Yeah, I believe so.
Wait, how do you say his name?
Guare. He graduated from Georgetown in 1960, I believe.
Really?
Yeah.
Do you know anyone else who graduated from Georgetown?
In 1960? Or I mean, because I know lots of people who graduated from Georgetown in the
What year did you graduate?
I graduated in 2010.
So do you have what do you hear in your head when you're happy?
What do I hear in my head when I'm happy?
Yeah.
I don't know that I hear anything. I mean, stuff like sounds better when I'm happy, right? Like, isn't everything a little better? But I don't think I like hear things in my head per se.
Okay, so when you're like, when like you feel negative or whatever, it's not that you hear things in your head, it just sounds more negative.
I don't know if I experience the world through sound quite like that.
How do you experience the world then?
I would say more through color.
Really?
Yeah.
What does that mean for you?
I mean, like, in my head, I tend to, like, organize abstract thoughts and feelings and stuff by, like, color and shapes.
Like what?
Like certain things, like, in my head, like, I do this to Sam all the time, where, like, I'm trying to describe something, and I'll be like, well, it's kind of like this, and he'll be like, that doesn't make sense.
What is that for you?
Like...
That good or bad?
Well, it depends. It's all contextual, right? It's like, I'll be like, okay, well, this is kind of like, it feels like it's like this and then that. I don't know.
So, like, what would you use that to refer to? That would be like a what?
It could be anything. I could be explaining, like, an interaction that I had with someone,
So
or
this
like,
is like,
or
not
like
a
a
great
political
interaction.
concept, or just like the way that something made me feel. It, like, I feel like it's jagged, or it's like yellow, or like
So
it's
yellow
a bunch
is
of
what?
boxes. Or yellow for me is generally like happy. I love the color yellow.
Isn't it like if the walls are yellow, it drives you crazy?
Maybe, I don't know.
I think it's the thing. It's like, huh, okay. So like circles, whatever.
I mean, any shape can be used to describe anything. It's about like arranging them, I think.
So do you have like certain ones that show up as like negative things?
Sometimes. Generally, the more like angular something is, I think, the more negative.
Really?
Angular and desaturated. Or dark.
Desaturated means what?
It's like when you suck the color out of something.
Oh, so like that is bad?
It's not like bad per se, but
That's the wrong word, but like...
it's like, that's like neutral.
So angular stuff is kind of no bueno for you.
Kind of.
Huh.
But like, I still like it, like that, right? Like, that's my set about the inevitability of death and the fruitlessness of life, so.
But like, so let's say you and me have like a weird or bad conversation. You would then somehow not categorize it, but you would assign a shape to it.
Yeah, like, it would be lots of like scribbles.
So is your day made up of shapes?
Like if I think about like what my day was like.
I don't know how you think of your day, but do you know what I mean? Like,
yeah, sometimes.
Do they play in your head, or are they separate, or?
It's like it's more that I like feel shapes. If
Uh-huh.
that makes sense.
Yeah.
Like when I think about my feelings, I'm like, this feels like a bunch of scribbles. Like this feels like.
Does your shape change depending on how you feel, or do you have like a uniform shape?
For myself?
Yeah.
I don't have a shape for myself, I don't think.
Okay. So it's not places that have shapes, it's like literally feelings or that have shape.
Yeah.
That's fascinating. But they don't like live like a thing in your head.
It's kind of like between, it's like below the layer of what I can see, if that makes sense.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I can venture, yeah. Have you like have you always been like that, or?
I don't know.
Or is it like a system that you created, or it just showed up in your head or something?
I think I've probably always been like that a little bit.
That's so cool. So, huh.
I didn't really like notice it until I like people would like say things to me about it. Just mostly Sam, because I'll be like explaining something and he'll be like, "Well, you're explaining that like you're talking about this song in terms of like shapes, and like you realize that I don't hear shapes."
But you don't use your hands. It's not.
Oh, I use my hands a lot.
I swear I never see. I don't think of you as like a hand talker. But do you know what I mean? You don't like stop conversations, or you don't. Direct,
that's true. Yeah, I don't think
direct traffic.
I definitely don't direct traffic. But like when I explain something in class, I use my hands a lot.
I'm just gonna watch her.
Yeah, I also like hold things too.
So do you make attempts to draw out shapes from your feelings or whatever into your work, or?
Yeah, I think so. I think I do. I think it kind of like processes like subconsciously, like more with color than with shapes too. Like the way that I work is I just kind of like, I don't know, I've everyone in my program says that I'm really good with color. Like I've got like the reputation of being the like person who's good with color.
Mm-hmm.
And I think it's because like I'm just like responding to like things about color that other people like don't necessarily like process. Like when some of my classmates, like if they're painting something, they're kind of like, okay, well I'm using like this color here and like this one and this one and this one and this one, and I'm just kind of like, well, like I need to use this color, but like what if I added some, like if I'm doing like purple, I'm like, what if this needs like blue, but this also needs green, and like here we go, and then there's this, then it's like I'm looking at everything and I'm like, okay, well like this to balance, like this needs this here, and like it's the type of thing where like I've convinced my advisor into like color choices that she like wasn't convinced of when I was like doing my initial designs, if that makes sense.
Huh?
Like I think there's something like, I don't know, I'm just like responding to something more about color.
But you don't paint. I think I assumed like if someone thinks in color or assigns color that it would show up in painting, but obviously it would show up.
I paint.
Like, I didn't realize you painted.
I have to paint. Yeah, for school I have to paint.
No. So sorry. Right. Not like creating things. I guess everyone has assumptions about like painting or something. I guess I always think of like a painter as someone just like with a canvas that draws like shit.
Oh yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Not like as a tool to further or like to refine their vision or something like that. But you do that too?
No, I don't really do that. I only I have a hard time making art that doesn't have a purpose.
Like,
I mean, that purpose might just be like theater design, but like I need parameters to make art. Like, if you tell me to just like make art, I'll just be like, I don't know. But if you're like, I want a painting of this person, I'll be like, okay, I could maybe do that. You know, that's why I like design, because it's like you get to make art, but there are like
there's like a
very
yes and a no
specific
to it.
like parameters that I'm working within.
But so, do you think of it as like how the fuck do you say it? Syn-Athesia? Is that your deal?
I say that I'm like mildly synesthetic.
Synesthetic.
Yeah.
Have you ever heard the song Syn-Athesia?
By who? There.
Is there more than one?
I would imagine. You know, music loves synesthesia.
Have you ever heard a song? Have you ever heard of a song by that name?
I don't know. Should I pull it up on Spotify right now?
No. I wasn't saying like that. I didn't know if if you're like, well, which one are you talking about, old man? Like,
I don't know. I just figure there are probably many.
Yeah. No, the only one I know is like by Cannonball Adderley.
Oh, I don't know that one then.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
That sounds awesome.
That's right. You play the saxophone. I forgot. Do you like Cannonball Adderley?
I love Cannonball Adderley.
Yeah, he was really great.
He's really great.
Yeah, I'll find it. I have it somewhere. I think it's from like a live album. But yeah. That is so cool. I had no... Would that come out in your playing?
Of music?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Or like shape or color. I mean, I would like...
I was like at a wedding one time with one of my friends, and like we've been talking about this, and she was like, so like this, like she was like trying to make a joke about it, and she was like, so this song is like yellow, and I was like, no, it's really more of like a blue, purple, like here, and she was like, oh, I was just joking, and I was like, oh, okay, no, because like, yeah, because like when I hear music, I like can like visualize color.
Wow.
But not like in my eyes, like in my brain, you know. It's not like I don't see like there's not like a
you have to, like,
snake or anything. Exactly.
Right. But like, so throughout your day, is there like a Roy G. Biv of how your day was with color?
If I like sat down and thought about it, I could probably be like, my day started out like this color, and then it was this color.
What's your favorite color?
My favorite color is yellow.
Oh, it is?
Yeah.
Which yellow? You know, there's so many types of yellow. Lauren.
Yellow with like a little bit of orange in it.
What do you call that?
I usually call it like golden yellow. It's my favorite yellow.
What color is the least interesting to you? That?
Maybe. I don't know. Probably like in the tans, somewhere in the tans.
Not in a tan.
Yeah. But I still like all colors.
Are there colors that they haven't thought up yet? That was a stupid question.
There
Do
are
they
more
still create
colors.
new colors?
There's kind of like there's like the I think the business answer to that, which is like, do like paint manufacturers come up with new colors all the time, but like humans can only see a certain number of colors.
Right, they can only see that.
Yeah, and like different people can see different like gradations among the colors. And some people can see more color than other people can, but there's I think a finite number of colors that humans can see, and I think different species can like see different colors. I was reading about it.
That's
Sometimes
not true.
It's like
It's not true.
or they can like see more colors within the like range.
So like when you close your eyes, you see color, or right? I understand that you're saying like it's more, it's an experience. It's not like.
Yeah.
Great, I have to go eat.
You have to go eat.